So, Wole Soyinka, I saw your message, your tweet, and it's really painful because, one would expect that you people have some level of, with the level you guys have attained, you should have some level of sympathy. The other day we saw you at Aso Rock, we saw you in Aso Rock, and you were just enjoying your life, like you don't have any problem. With all due respect, sir, you are 89. You are 89. Can you people stop?
Our own Nobel laureate, Professor Wole Soyinka, has come under intense scrutiny, intense attack over his comments on Mr. P2B. Ever since P2B made his intention to contest for the presidency of this country, Wole Soyinka has always been attacking him and slinging him. Now, he has made a comment earlier that P2B is unfit to become the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria simply because he could not control the obedience that attacked him. The obedience that bruised his ego. Like, I don't understand how P2B could control the obedience. Even when P2B has gone to apologize to him in case any of his supporters has attacked him, Wole Soyinka has turned that visit to a ridicule. But however, Nigerians are not happy with Wole Soyinka, and they have come out to give him the last warning of his life, never to mention Peter Obi again. And I think it's high time he take that advice from Nigerians, because it is coming way too many. Every time Peter Obi, and nobody seems to know where the problem is coming from. What has P2B done to Wole Soyinka? I'm going to allow you to watch the video. I'll come back at the end of the video to give my own analysis of what is happening. Enjoy.
So, Wole Soyinka, I saw your message, your tweet, and it's really painful because, one would expect that you people have some level of, with the level you guys have attained, you should have some level of sympathy. The other day we saw you at Aso Rock, we saw you in Aso Rock, and you were just enjoying your life, like you don't have any problem. With all due respect, sir, you are 89. You are 89. Can you people stop? Can you people stop playing with the future of Nigeria? Can you people stop? Most of your children are abroad. Most of you are abroad. Reno, Mokiri, Atiku, all of you. Your kids are abroad. We in Nigeria, what future are you guys laying down? You are 89. You are 89. 89. Wole Soyinka, you are 89. You people should leave Nigeria alone. Leave the politics alone. Allow Nigerians to breathe. Allow Nigerians to breathe. We are hardworking. We are hardworking. Like, we are hardworking. Everybody knows. Every other country knows that Nigerians are good. Nigerians are strong. But in Nigeria, you try to frustrate Nigerians. And when will it end? How many of us are going to travel out? How many of us are going to run out of Nigeria for you guys to leave? How many of us? Children that were born when? I am over 30 years old, and you guys have still been manipulating this country up till now. I have kids. People are still manipulating. Please, people should leave us alone. Wole Soyinka, leave us alone. Tell your people in APC to leave us alone. Since I graduated over 14 years ago, I have never worked. I have been doing business on my own. Never have I felt so suffocated. Never have I felt so suffocated doing business. You buy fuel at what cost? There is no light. You buy fuel to even charge your phone to be able to do online business. Over 70% of your profit is gone. And then there is still a lot of uncertainty. Please, you should leave us alone. You should leave us alone. Tinubu, Wole Soyinka, everybody in government, you should leave us alone, please.
Elaboru, elaboye, elaboye bo ṣiṣẹ́. Gbogbo atọ́ gbogbo wa o, a ó fèrè kíjòbí. With all due respect to Professor Wole Soyinka, a man that I adore, a man that I respect, a man that to me is a tower of strength when it comes to standing up for the common people. I am here today to disagree with him publicly. And I am here today to actually accuse him of bigotry. Professor Wole Soyinka's comment on Obi this morning, that Obi is unfit to be our president, unfit to rule, is insulting. Why? Obi is not the person who is in power. I will be expecting a man of his stature to be addressing the issue that we are facing today in Nigeria, that the government of Nigeria is making we commoners to go through. He has continually, consistently been on an attack of Peter Obi. Let me make it clear to you. Me will support Peter Obi, me will support anybody from time. I make it clear, I never supported Peter Obi or anybody, because I know all of you are the same thing. If you watch one of my video, because Peter Obi even said he will cancel the First Lady's office, I totally went against him. So I am not here to support Peter Obi, but Peter Obi has been acting as a more better person than Professor Wole Soyinka. Professor Wole Soyinka has gone on a personal attack on this man. He is not in power. Àwọn tó ń bàlújẹ́ ò sọ̀rọ̀, bàbá. You continue to go on Peter Obi. Is Peter Obi in power? Is it Peter Obi that removed oil subsidy that to everybody in Nigeria enjoys and put it to 10 people to Mecca? Is it Peter Obi that removed subsidy on education for our children and put it to support Muslims to go to Mecca? A professor, one that is highly respected. Why are you going on a personal attack on this man? You need to help us address the situations in the country. The government listen to you. Instead of you to use your position to stand up to the government and tell them the truth, which will help all Nigerians, you continuously be on attack of Obi. Sir, to me as of today, with all due respect, Obi is a better person than you.
Instead of facing governors, they're talking about Peter Obi. He goes to AFCON, they cannot sleep. He visits people that were killed in Kano Mosque, they will not sleep. He builds borehole, they will not sleep. But they cannot build one borehole for their people. Now, instead of discussing critical issues, just as 50 persons were killed in Plateau State, just as Teesside University students in the UK were stopped from school because of the dwindling rate of the naira. Instead of discussing these issues, somebody that we used to respect, Wole Soyinka, came on social media to be saying that, oh, Peter Obi should not contest election in 2027. What is election 3 years away from now? What has that got to do with people that have been killed? The Soyinka we know will speak out. But he said that after he came from exile, it was Tinubu's wife that bought him kitchen utensils and all of that. So those are what you value more than our country, Nigeria. Today you hear about people like Boala, Reno. All their topic is Peter Obi because most of them were paid to talk against Peter Obi. Is Peter Obi the problem with Nigeria? Give us electricity, good road, make naira meaningful. And that is what we're looking for. What is Peter Obi? To hide your weaknesses and failures in government, Nigerians, be aware. Please, continue to discuss the issues and profess solutions to government. It is only a failed government that will be talking about one person 1 year after election. They distract you. Nigerians are being killed, butchered left, right, and center, and there are no issues about. Nobody's talking about it. During campaign, Shetima told us that he will lead the army against terrorists. What has he done till date? That is what we should be talking about. Naira is now 1,550 naira to $1. These are what we should be discussing about. Peter Obi, Soyinka that we respect. People like Boala and Reno could not have mattered. But Soyinka, age comes with dwindling integrity after election.
Professor Wole Soyinka goofed. He misfired when he said that His Excellency Peter Obi is not qualified to rule Nigeria because his team is incompetent. I respect him as a Nobel laureate, but he is living in the past. According to Dati Baba Ahmed, that speaking English of the 1960s is not relevant in this generation. Point number one, I did videos in the time past that this generation will question everything and question any person. This generation, the Bible says, do not touch my anointed and do my prophet no harm. Touch is T-O-U-C-H in that place. But this generation, they can T-O-R-C-H the anointed, burn the anointed, and do him harm, and disgrace him. They don't fear any person because they've been pushed to the wall. They've been frustrated by the inadequacies and stupidity of my generation. So they don't have respect for any of us. So when you think that you are Wole Soyinka, you are a Nobel laureate, you are one person, you are bishop this, archbishop this, pastor this generation is disappointed in religion, elders, disappointed in the politicians of my era and behind. So don't sit in a pedestal and think that you're a superstar. They will pull you down and tear you to shreds. We messed up. Point number 2. Wole Soyinka should come to the political podium with clean hands. He led a mob against Goodluck Jonathan that carried a coffin with Goodluck Jonathan's effigy in it. That contributed a great deal to the depression that Goodluck Jonathan's mother suffered and died. To see your son's coffin, Professor Wole Soyinka and some prominent religious leaders who are now quiet were in the forefront of that push against Goodluck Jonathan. And so he has no moral justification to condemn any person for insulting or abusing him or dragging him. This generation has seen what my generation has done. Point number 3. Professor Wole Soyinka is the founder of the Pirates Confraternity. I happen to have classmates, friends, neighbors, and associates in that confraternity. I have spoken in their Barracuda feasts. I've done lectures for them in my office via Skype or whatever, Zoom, to his deck in the United States in New York. The Pirates Confraternity stood for injustice, stood against corruption, and stood for the development of humanity and excellence. I remember when they used to donate blood and cook for us when the workers were on strike. They would cook, they would run the kitchen, they would control traffic and do so many humanitarian gestures. But recently, they sang a song, and they shake like they shake. Papa, we know well, if they shout a Milo con, that's against President Bola Tinubu, a former governor, a former NEDECO leader. Your Pirates Confraternity sang that song, and another one with the Bala Blue song. What did you say? Did that disqualify you, Professor Wole Soyinka, from heading an organization if you are appointed? Would that disqualify you? I ask another question. Prof, I'm lawyer, sir. The Pirates Confraternity you formed, how much control do you have over their activities? You formed that. Peter Obi did not form the obedient movement. Peter Obi, if you are preparing a salt solution in the lab, if you want to crystallize salt from it, you just take a grain of salt and put it inside. The salt in the solution, maybe like potassium chloride or whatever, will start crystallizing around that salt. It's like the way pearls are formed in oysters. A grain, and then the oyster will start secreting pearly material around it. People crystallized around Peter Obi, people who were tired of the corruption, of the backwardness of our nation, the things you fought for this country to become, are being desecrated. Those are the people who crystallized around Peter Obi. So, will somebody have disqualified you from winning the Nobel Prize because out of Pirates Confraternity, Buccaneers, Black Axe, and other ones, Vikings, derived their motivation, and then the cult wars and whatever we are having in this country, would it be ascribable to you and prevent you from winning the Nobel Prize? Prof, sometimes we need to reason, we need to think. Prof, sir, I think you misfired. You are out of touch with reality. You have eaten something that is preventing you from speaking well. Sometimes when you pack too much pepper fruit inside your mouth, you find it difficult to speak well. I think you benefited from Tinubu one way or the other, either through sponsorship or relationship, because I find it difficult to believe that you are a tribal bigot, that you have degenerated to that level. I believe you misfired. Prof, this generation, social media, they abuse any person. Social media is a public toilet. If you can't bear the stench, behave like Tinubu that does not watch social media. And you must be very careful what you comment and what you say. Prof, you misfired. You tried in the time past. Your time has passed. Enjoy your retirement. Even me talking, I'm extremely careful, because what is coming up next is not just the anger of abuse. When these Nigerians, these poor Nigerians, are pushed to the wall, they will fight back. Remember the way they looted warehouses filled with palliatives. What is coming up next, if this country does not improve in the next 3 years, is going to be more than, let's leave it. But I remain your friend, Dr. Charles.
Alright, so we need to understand something here, and that is the fact that Professor Wole Soyinka's grievances against Peter Obi is not because Peter Obi is incompetent. According to him, it's not because Peter Obi is incompetent, but because the obedience attack him. So for that, Peter Obi is not fit to become the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And I'm wondering, like, even an 8-year-old person will not be able to think in that manner at all. Professor Wole Soyinka is a learned person. He's intelligent. We know that. Someone that won the Nobel laureate. We know. I mean, his level of thinking should be high. But look at the way he's thinking. Because I'm insulted, therefore you are not fit to be president. And he said that Peter Obi did not control the obedience movement. I don't understand how we expect Peter Obi to control the obedience movement, like a movement of over 10 million persons. He should go and control them and tell them what to do. Like Peter Obi should get up every morning and tell them, hey, obedient, this is what you're going to do today. I don't understand. How? It makes absolutely no sense. And the truth is, Wole Soyinka does not like Peter Obi. That is the truth. He doesn't like Peter Obi. And there might be various reasons why he doesn't like Peter Obi. But I'm going to talk about 2 reasons. And that is the fact that Obasanjo supported Peter Obi. That could be number 1. Because Obasanjo supported Peter Obi. Wole Soyinka has been with the bad book of Obasanjo for a long time. So Obasanjo supporting Peter Obi, he now transferred that hatred on the Obasanjo. And again, because of bigotry. Yes, Wole Soyinka is a bigot, a very big one, and he's displaying his bigotry. The only reason why he's doing all this is because Peter Obi is an Igbo man. That is the reason. Wole Soyinka hates Peter Obi because Peter Obi is an Igbo man. He doesn't want to see himself seeing an Igbo man ruling this country. That is the reason why he's trying everything possible to mugsling Peter Obi and diminish Peter Obi's life, but he cannot do that. Now, I'm going to give you an instance for me to tell you that Wole Soyinka, the reason why he hates Peter Obi is because of bigotry. Because hiding under the obedience is just like saying that, okay, Peter Obi is incompetent, I cannot vote for him because of the obedience. That's a very silly excuse. In 2012 protests, Wole Soyinka was among the forefront of those that led the protest against Goodluck Jonathan. Wole Soyinka was always vocal against Goodluck Jonathan. What did Goodluck Jonathan do? What was the sin of Goodluck Jonathan? Nigeria was stable then. Economy was stable. The only issue we had then was because of the insecurity in the north. But Wole Soyinka did not allow Jonathan to rest. He insulted him, he insulted Goodluck Jonathan's mother, even to the point supporters of the APC carried coffin of Goodluck Jonathan and were parading on the street. That gave Goodluck Jonathan's mom a very serious pain, and that woman later died. Wole Soyinka was at the forefront of it. He led that protest. called Goodluck Jonathan's wife a sheep-hippopotamus. What was the crime of Goodluck Jonathan? Why? Because they wanted to remove a Southerner from office. They did not want him to be there. He was among those that gave the way for Buhari to become the president. Buhari came in and was the president for 8 years. Did Wole Soyinka campaign against Buhari? No. Do you know why? He didn't campaign against Buhari because he knew that after Buhari, his tribesman would become the president. Tinubu is the president. All through everything that happened, Wole Soyinka has never criticized Tinubu. Both during the presidential election campaign, he did not criticize Tinubu. He was always focusing on Mr. P2B. The alleged certificate forgery of Tinubu, he did not speak. Drug trafficking of Tinubu, he did not speak. Age falsification of Tinubu, he did not speak. Everything about Tinubu that the media was talking about, Wole Soyinka did not lend his voice on that. It was all about Peter Obi. What is the crime of P2B? Has P2B done anything? It is on record that P2B is the only presidential candidate that has maintained sanity in the political discourse. He's the only presidential candidate that has gone about his duty without insulting anyone. Even his spokesperson, they don't insult people. Other presidential candidate spokesperson have been insulting Peter Obi. Look at what Daniel Bwala, look at what Mokri, look at what even Bayo Onanuga. They are all saying about Mr. P2B. Wole Soyinka has not cautioned, he has not issued any statement regarding that. This man here, Sam Omase, worked for Bola Ahmed Tinubu's newspaper, The Nation. He put up this article on The Nation, obituary against Mr. P2B, wrote all manner of derogatory things against Mr. P2B because P2B was contesting against his paymaster. Wole Soyinka did not say anything. What exactly is the crime of Mr. P2B for this kind of thing to be said about him? P2B has gone about his business gently without insulting anyone. They've insulted him, musling him, and said all manner of things against him, but yet he has remained silent. But he is the one that is unfit to be president, ahead of the person that is the president currently. What has Bola Ahmed Tinubu done to better the life of the people? How has he improved the economy? Man has completely destroyed this country. The country is bleeding profusely. This is the worst government we have ever experienced. Inflation on the rise, insecurity on the rise, everything, the negative index. Bola Ahmed Tinubu has not criticized him. He has not come out to say anything about the president. Is P2B the president? Why not focus on P2B? Now, and you need to understand something, and this is a fact that these men you're saying, these elites, they are the problem of this country. They are happy with the way this country is. They are very, very much happy. They will not want anything that will change the status quo of this country. They want you to continue to remain in perpetual poverty. They want you to continue begging your politicians to do the right thing for you. These people have the voice to cause a revolution in this country, but they will not do it. You know why? Because they are enjoying the structure of criminality in this country. If this country is working very well, nobody will want to listen to Wole Soyinka. Nobody will even want to go and even be discussing what he said, because what he's saying currently is irrelevant in the political discourse. This is not even what we should be talking in our political system today. We have so many things we should be talking about. But they are taking advantage of the system, the criminal structure. And the only person that can destroy this criminal structure is Mr. P2B. They will do everything possible to fight him. That is the truth. They will do everything possible. Even the institution in Nigeria will do everything possible to fight Mr. P2B. Because P2B becoming the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, it will destroy a lot of things. Their classism will end. That was what he did in Anambra State. They knew what he did in Anambra State. P2B destroyed classism in Anambra State and make sure that the wealth in Anambra State was distributed evenly to the people. That was what he did in Anambra State. And that is what he's trying to replicate in Nigeria. They will not allow him. They won't. So it is for Nigerians to come together and ensure this work. Because it is for the betterment of all Nigerians. It is not for a privileged few. They are fighting him because they know what he brings to the table. And the sooner we all realize it, the sooner we all understand this, the better for us. P2B is the man for the people. P2B means welfare for all Nigerians. And Wole Soyinka, I think it's time he take the backseat, because he's contributing absolutely nothing to Nigeria. It's irrelevant as far as the political discourse of things is concerned. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.
I was a member of the Pious Confraternity in 75. And guess what? The principle, the rudder blades that he put together at that time is what is in me. And part of it is that you say it as it is. And on deck we'll say, is no friend, no foe. And that's why I'd like people to, what I'm going to say now, I'd like people to look at it first. He won't mind. He created this part of people like him and Fela Kuti created this man sitting in front of you, and that's what they were known for. Professor doesn't understand the social media. He's way out of his league. When I say way out of his league, I don't mean intellectually. Even I, at my age, I'll be 70 next year, you know, I struggled to keep up. So I've ignored some aspects. There is nothing called social media. The social media is not, you can't say this is the social media. It's amorphous. It's amorphous. And some of the things that he complains about are societal problems. It's the marketplace. And so if you go to the marketplace and you mingle with them, you take it the good, the bad, and the ugly. He is complaining about the language they use in the social media. He called the first lady. It was said that he called her a sheepopotamus. I stand to be corrected. If he says he didn't say that, I'll take it in good faith. But that's the report that we got. So it's a, even when members of the Pirates now had a song I was singing during the campaign, he was the one who taught us to react to social issues. We didn't take it personal with the man. But that's what we did all our life when we were in school, fighting every day. I've been in this so-called struggle for a long time. And he was our motivator. So, but I also, and respectfully, I don't mean it in any derogatory manner, that I think that it's probably gone a bit too far. It's now time to take a back seat. Because age, whether you like it or not, sometimes I'm on air. Look at now, I was trying to remember Atedo Peter Side's name. Do you understand? Sometimes I'm on air and I'm holding the table. And you know, Sheriff, my guy, I hold him by the collar and say, I make a bit of fun out of it, but it is what it is. You forget, and age has, and I think that he doesn't understand what the social media is. When he was trying to pick up a fight with the OB, he said that they are obedient. They are not obedient. They are not. Did you ever hear that? In fact, I don't even think the obedience were even a member of any Labour Party. They were just there, you know. And in the social media, you put yourself into a group, they put this group together, they tell you, click like, you become a member. I mean, so I think that if he properly understood what the social media is all about, he wouldn't bother. And then those who surround him and are putting an ethnic coloration in everything, good luck to them. I'm not into all that. You know, because I do get the feeling that some people are saying, this is against the Yoruba. It's all a whole lot of nonsense. People run for ethnic cover when their competence is tested and is in doubt.